It's May 18th. I finally figured out, yep, it's May 18th. And I'm ready to pull out now, so I just figured I'd take some video on the way home. Just for chuckles. Yeah, there's a whole bunch in there. Yeah, it was an awesome day. This is the prime time of year to be in northern Ontario. The next couple, 3 weeks, it's about as good as it'll ever get here. Then after that comes the black flies and the mosquitoes and every other thing. So, yep, good time to get out and enjoy it. I think I heard one mosquito. I didn't even see one today, so that's as close to heaven on earth as you'll ever see here. There's a bunch of little gravel pits around here. Yeah, I found that the cedar actually, it's not so bad. It's, I'm gonna call it good bushwood, because it's, if you don't mind monkeying around and, like it's no good for flat out and trying to get speed, but for just putting around, it's not so bad. Like it'll go like crazy for a little while, but then all of a sudden the char bed's gone. So, I did that yesterday. I had to sitting in the back here, and I had to rebuild my char bed right Johnny on the spot. That was fun. So I had just come off the highway, and you know, I was booting her pretty good, and I let it go a little too long. So bottom line is, with the cedar, if you're on it and you check it real often and you're really careful with it, it's not so bad. But it ain't highway wood, that's for sure. At this point, I would have to say, birch and maple, and maybe tamarack as well would be good highway woods, because they, you know, they leave a decent char bed, and they don't, they're just not real finicky. You can, you know, you can kind of fill up the hopper and forget it pretty much most of the time. Yeah, I don't know if I'll even bother posting this video. This is just for chuckles anyway. Little beaver pond up here. There was somebody knocked down a jack pine there last fall, and I took a bunch of this yesterday, but it's still pretty wet, so not all that great. Yeah, last night I screwed up. I hadn't done that in a while. I had left one of the valves open. Couldn't get it to run. And, it was dark, and that's kind of where the screw up was. I think there's some real wisdom in having some lights in the back there, because, you know, if I just flip some switches and see what I'm doing wrong, it would probably be a lot easier. Had to richen her up just a little bit there. It ain't real heavy, this stuff, but it's heavy enough didn't want to go up the hill. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the back here. This is not the way home, it's kind of a detour. some wood I wanted to check out back here. So see if it's any better. Well, I don't think I really have to say it, but the truck is running great. Like, finally got it all dialed in, and it's so much easier when you're not freezing your butt off trying to do everything too. That does make a huge difference. And the frogs are out. I think yesterday was the first time I heard frogs out here. Yeah, the road's still pretty good back here. There's lots of stuff like that, it wouldn't be so bad. Problem with the stuff too low to the ground, it's been wet all winter, so there's not been much drying. You know, well, not been wet, but it's been under snow, so. Yeah, this is what I was thinking about here, this stuff. That birch is laying on the ground there. But, it's been there for a couple years now, so if I don't get it soon, I pretty well better give it up. That there is the end of the road. At least this one. There's some in there. It's a lot of work for not so much wood though. The birch just runs so much better. I'd like to get it when I can, and if it's got a head start on the dry, it's a lot more attractive. Some of this looks a little better here. A little higher up. Yeah, I think I'll be back at that pile and get that stuff. Before it turns to compost. Well then, some settling of contents there. Still some dead stuff standing. Might get around to getting that one day too. drops on the windshield there. It looks like it's gonna start raining. Yeah, I gotta say, the last couple days I've been some kind of happy about this truck. I'd be much happier if I had a truck that wasn't so rusty, but you know, it's working for what it is. It's working awesome. I've broken some things in the last couple days too. That wasn't good. Ah, heck, we may as well go down this one while we're at it. Somebody's been dumping a bunch of junk here. Yeah, I broke the rear, the mount that the transmission, well, the transfer case mount, I guess. I broke that yesterday. Like the rubber is separated. So I'm going to have to do something about that. And all kind of fun stuff. I'll go up here and make a Yui and then take it back. This hole got bigger since I was here last. We'll see. One way to find out, huh? Well, looks like I got my load on in time. It's starting to rain for real now. I think there's probably some stuff worth getting back here as well. Some ducks. Probably can't see them. There, maybe you can see them in that back there.